Hello my friends and welcome back to the channel. So we are wrapping up week 9 on Ozempic 0.50 and this week was the week of bloating and the week of nausea. So what we ended up dealing with was a little bit of nausea this week. And it kind of came in handy because I wasn't really hungry because of it. And I didn't really want to snack that much, so that was kind of good. But I really got over the nausea on probably Thursday. All right, so let's go day by day and then I will wrap it up with my weight and my measurements. So my notes are down here and I'm gonna be looking down. So as you know, I am documenting my Fridays now. So that's been super helpful in showing you that when it comes to injection day, I really don't have any side effects. I don't have an upset stomach. I don't have cravings. I really don't have anything going on super crazy like it usually is throughout the whole week. But Saturday and Sunday, I was just really sleepy. I had low energy. I didn't want to do anything, didn't want to eat anything. I was drinking quite a bit of water. That was no problem. It was just eating actual meals, actual food. I'm perfectly content grazing. I can graze on a little bit of like meat and cheese, some yogurt, but to sit and actually have a meal, very much like when I first started with Ozempic, just not really being interested in food. So then Monday, I woke up and had really bad nausea, really bad sulfur burps. So I mentioned in the last video that I'm pretty sure it's a pattern. I'm pretty sure 2 days after I do my injection, I start to have sulfur burps and just a real upset stomach, diarrhea, bloating, and that is definitely what happened on Monday. I woke up nauseous. I actually thought I was gonna vomit and I didn't, but that is the first time since I've started Ozempic that I felt like I was going to vomit. And then that whole day I didn't really eat much. So I had been taking soup all week and that was perfect. I was able to drink the broth and leave the rest of what was in the soup. So that was pretty good. And Tuesday, I had a super small appetite and not eating much, not snacking much. I did take some little protein crackers for after work. So throughout the whole day, I was perfectly fine with my soup, with my protein, and I did take a protein water, and that was pretty much it. And I was fine with all of that. When I got to the end of the day, I did kind of feel like I was okay to have something a little more snacky, like a cheese or something, or crackers. So I did bring some Quest cheese crackers. If you have not tried those, you need to try those. They are super, super good. For me, those little snacks, I eat them around 4 o'clock. They're perfect. Wednesday was working from home day, and that day I had nausea just in the morning and then it went away in the afternoon. And again, not hungry. I didn't have any burps. I had some bloating, but I still have been on my cycle. So my cycle can be around for a few days or it can be around for a few weeks. I would spot one day and I'd be fine the next. So, and that's normal for me. So Wednesday was nothing but nausea in the morning, no appetite, bloating throughout the whole day, and I didn't have any sulfur burps. And then Thursday, I had nausea all day. I was not hungry at all. I had a very hard time drinking my water, and I got super crampy. So I know I was probably a little dehydrated. I wasn't taking in calories, so that contributed to my sleepiness that day and my overall just blah kind of day. And then Friday, I woke up, I was still a little sleepy, but I felt fine. I didn't have any burps, any nausea. Oh, and I did have some diarrhea on Monday and Tuesday. I remember because I was at work and I really hate having diarrhea while you're at work. But that went away completely on Wednesday. And then Friday, Friday was sleepy, no appetite, and I was a little slow moving. I was a little bloated still, but nothing that, you know, was crazy, and no snacking. I think when I did my video, I forgot to list that I was not very snacky, so I ended up drinking a protein water to get some protein and calories. It was kind of just a blah week. It had no energy. I was sleepy for most of it. So that was how week 9 went. And then let's jump over to my measurements and my weight. So last week I lost 0.1 pound because I was balancing out my bloating, my cycle, and diarrhea. I thought that I would have saw the scale move, but it didn't move as much as I had thought. So I got on it on Friday, and my friends, we lost 2.1 pounds. Now, that is the most that I've lost since the beginning. First week of starting Ozempic, I dropped, I think it was like 4 pounds or so. I haven't really seen that type of weight loss again. I haven't really seen that type of weight loss since then. And I did this week. 2.1 is not 4, but it certainly makes sense now that I kind of did lose more than usual last week, because that's a larger number for me this week. And my measurements, I literally feel like parts of my body are just kind of like melting down. So last week my waist was 40 inches. This week it's still 40. My hips 43. My hips are still 43. Guys, I don't think anything's gonna happen to these hips. Chest was 44 last week, and then this week again 44. And my big belly, that is the area, which I am so happy, but that is the area that I feel is just like falling away. I don't understand, but it most certainly is. So last week was 45, and this week was 40 freaking 3. And that is crazy. I do notice it in my pants. I was able to finally put on some goal pants this week and wear them, and they were pretty comfy. They felt perfect. So I was really excited about that. And my glucose, you guys, I did my glucose this week on Friday, and it was 82. It has not went into the 90s in months. All right, so then that makes the grand total since I've started Ozempic, that puts it at an even 10 pounds lost. Yay! So I am pretty much in a really good spot right now, because I do have some other things going on with my weight management. And I did have a video visit with her recently, so I am going to be posting that on Wednesday probably. So that has pretty much been my progress, guys, this week. Is pretty good. What I have noticed, and thank you, I think it was Jujubee that noticed, my face is thinning out. Like, I'm losing my cheeks. I'm getting all these like weird little dimples that are popping through. So yeah, it feels a lot smaller. So thanks, Jujubee, for noticing that. All right, guys, that is all we have for this week's check-in, and I will see you in the next video. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and turn on your notifications if you want to see all of my journey pop up and remind you to take a little peek. Bye. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.